Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, maybe, all over the world. I'm Sota Watanabe. I'm founder of Plasm Network, and today we have Martin and the Alex. Yeah, could you
Hi,
introduce
good afternoon. Hi, guys.
Yeah, Alex, also could you introduce yourself?
Sure. Hello, everyone. I'm Ines Sander, and I'm lead developer of Plasm Network, and I'm with Ethereum from 2015 and from Polkadot last 2 years. Yes,
Cool.
I'll describe how Polkadot cross messaging works today.
Yeah, cool. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I hope community member can see my screen as well. So today I'm going to talk about Shiden Network, which is Canary network or Plasm, and we are going to make it as a Kusama Parachain. And the Kusama Parachain auction is coming, hopefully in weeks. So it's really important crowdcast to explain our strategy in the upcoming events, such as redenomination, depth staking, and cross-chain messaging passing. Yep. So we have 3 presenters today. My name is Sota Watanabe. I'm founder of Plasm Network. Also, I'm a task force member of Trusted Web Council led by Japanese government. And we have Martin and Alex today. Martin is the infrastructure developer, and Alex is the lead developer. So Martin will be talking about redenomination, and the Alex will be talking about cross-chain messaging passing, and hopefully he can show a demo, live demo or recorded demo of Xcmp, cross-chain messaging passing. Interoperability was buzzword, but it became reality last week. And here are the updates in 2 weeks. So we became the sponsor of UC Berkeley Accelerator. So we are going to work with University of UC Berkeley, and then we would like to expand our presence in the US, especially Silicon Valley. And also OKEX has invested in Plasm Network. So we are going to work together to become one of the first Polkadot Parachain, Kusama Parachain. We are also backed by Binance. So major exchanges will be a gateway for the upcoming Parachain auction. So this is really huge supporter. And also we are going to sponsor Chainlink Hackathon. So we are really looking for builder or developer who can build the Chainlink Oracle on the top of Plasm Network. And Substrate 3.0 has been launched, and the Dusty network, our testnet, will be upgraded to Substrate 3.0. And we have successfully completed the first cross-chain messaging passing with Akala. So we have connected our blockchain, our testnet, to Polkadot testnet called Rococo, and we have successfully sent 42 PLM token to Akala. Cool. And this is today's topic. I'm going to talk about the difference between Plasm Network and Shiden Network, and Alex will be talking about Xcmp, cross-chain messaging passing, and Martin will be talking about redenomination, and we have a QA session. So if you have any question, feel free to ask us on Cloudcast. All right, let's get started. So difference between Plasm Network and Shiden. So this is the Shiden Network 101. Shiden Network is a Canary network that acts as an R&D chain, research and development chain of Plasm Network. Shiden have a value, but Shiden is smaller than Plasm Network. So we are going to connect Shiden Network to Kusama Network as a parachain. And in this sense, Shiden Network is a dApps hub on the top of Kusama parachain that support Ethereum and the layer 2 solution. So Shiden is lower value, no promises, dynamic and fast moving and driven by the community. Plasm and Shiden is community owned project, community owned public blockchain. That's why we distribute 65% for the community. I think 65% is big amount compared to other project. Yeah, a lot of project distributed token with huge discount for only limited venture capital or investor. We don't like that. Yeah, that's why we distributed our token to community members through Doctor first, and then we raised the money led by Binance. And we're gonna do our best to become the one of the first Kusama Parachain as well as Polkadot Parachain. Yeah, so we would like to how can I say, advertise Shiden Network to the world as a first step. Yeah, this is also important information of Shiden Network. The token economics of Shiden Network is exactly the same to Plasm Network. So 30% of the token will be distributed to doctoral participants, the first and the second doctoral participants, and the token will be distributed when we launch the Shiden Network. So users do not need to do something because it will be distributed at Genesis. And the 30% goes to Parachain auction, which means by locking KSM token, you can earn Shiden Network token. And after the X year, 1 year or 2 year, the KSM token will be returned back to the user. So in this sense, cloud loan is sort of staking rather than the investment. And yeah, 5% goes to Parachain auction reserve, since we have to become Parachain again after the 1 year or after the 2 year. So we are going to use this 5% for the future Parachain auction. And 10% goes to protocol development and 5% goes to on-chain DAO. So community member decide how to distribute this 5% to the community member. And 5% goes to marketing and 10% goes to institutional investor and 5% goes to go to the team. I believe Plasm Network has and Shiden Network has very fair token launch, like a scheme. So we would like to make DAO, which is led by a community member. Yeah, what else? So we may build a waitlist to decide this period and waitlist your account as introducer. And if you are interested, please check out our forum for the further information. So we have some frequently asked question for the Shiden Network. So I'm going to ask each question to Martin. So Martin, could you answer one by one? Probably I'm going to add some sentences after your answer.
Okay.
Is it okay?
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Cool. The first question is, when is the Parachain lease offering for Kusama?
Well, that still depends on the developments of Web3 and Parity. So we are still waiting on their announcement before we can pin a date when it will start. Because this is not in our hands, this will be in the hands of Web3, and we will follow the date they will announce.
Yep, exactly. So our first step is the Lococo, and we became the first Lococo Parachain. Lococo is a testnet, and as a next step, common good chain like a BTC bridge or Ethereum bridge will be connected to Kusama, and then there will be a Kusama Parachain auction, and we are going to join the first Kusama Parachain auction to become a Kusama Parachain, right? And the second question is, how many Shiden token will I get for joining KSM PLO Parachain lease offering?
Yes, that's a question a lot of community members are asking. Is the same for when the Polkadot PLO will come, about the Plum, how many Plum will I get when I lock in my DOT. So this is something we don't know because it all depends on the lease lock period we will choose for KSM. And also other factors are like how many users will participate in our lock drop tree, how many KSM will be locked in, and then we will make a calculation on how many the percentage you use in the lock drop to send out the tokens you earn.
Yeah. Currently, we are making the token economics for the PLO, Parachain Lease offering. So we are going to announce our strategy on our Plasm Network forum. So the best way to understand our strategy is to catch up the forum. By the way, forum is this one. Yep. So next question is, what does it mean to unbond my KSM, and how do I do it?
Yes, this is more for users who are using their KSM to be nominating validators or bounding them for staking rewards and things like that. If you are doing that with your KSM, you need to unbound this. I believe for Kusama is 7 days, a cooling down period. So when you press the unbound on the Kusama user interface, it will take about 7 days before you can use your tokens into the lock drop.
Right.
But you will have enough time to do this because the lock drop will probably be some weeks, maybe a month. We don't know because of the candle auction, but it will be more than 7 days. So you will have time enough to do this.
Yeah, but I recommend people unbonding KSM token when the auction is announced by Web3 Foundation, just in case.
Correct.
Yeah. Another question is, do I have to unbond my KSM token when I want to when I want to join the KSM lock drop Cloudron? Yep.
If you are using an exchange, it's usually much faster than 7 days, depending on what exchange you are using. I know when you're using Kraken, it will be like 10 minutes or something like that, or don't know. But more information about unbounding KSM if they are on an exchange will be closer to the Parachain lease offering when we have more information about that and how it will run if we are using an exchange for helping us.
Yeah, got it. Sorry, I could not understand the discussion. So in terms of the Kusama Parachain auction, the user have to choose either Parachain auction or staking. So you cannot join both. So you have to choose either. And if you have a KSM token on exchanges such as OKX or Binance, they are making all interface. So hopefully you can join, our KSM lock drop, Parachain offering through exchange. But you can also join our PLO, Parachain Lease offering through our Plasm Network portal. And I'm going to show you how it works probably later. Yeah. Another question is, will my KSM be returned after the Parachain lease ends?
Yeah, you already gave an answer to that before. Yes, when the lease period is over, you will get automatically your KSM back.
Yep. Cool. Yeah, in terms of the lease period, we are really careful to decide it. It can be 1 year, it can be 2 years, but 2 years sounds like long. So it will be decided based on the other Parachain strategy. So next question is, when will I receive my Shiden token?
Well, you will receive your token the moment we win the auction. If we don't win the auction, it will be on another slot and it will be sometime later. But the moment we win the auction, and we are aiming to be the first one on Kusama, you will get your tokens after the winning period, after the auction. and this will be automatically go to your wallet.
Yep. We are going to have a vesting period, vesting schedule, but it will be announced. And the last one is, what if Shiden does not win Parachain auction?
So if Shiden does not win the auction, your KSM will automatically be returned to you, and we will go for the next slot available.
Cool. Yep. Thank you for answering question. And we are making the interface between, Shiden Network and the Polkadot Kusama Parachain slots. So I'm going to show you the interface. Yeah, can you see my screen? Martin, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see it now. Yeah.
Oh. So this is not announced yet, but we are making the interface between Kusama and the Plasm, Shiden. So it should be Shiden here. So you can specify how many KSM token to lock, let's say 1000 KSM. Then you can see how many Shiden network token you can get. And you will fill out the affiliation address and then deposit. That's it. So this is really simple and very easy to understand. So we are going to launch this Plasm network portal in weeks so that you can join our lock drop, our cloud loan. And also we are making the Polkadot as well. It will be ready very soon. Where is the slide? Okay. Cool. Cross-chain messaging passing. So we are going to talk about cross-chain messaging passing, and Alexander will show you the demo of Xcmp. So interoperability was a buzzword in a few years, but now it became a reality. And we have done the first cross-chain messaging passing on Polkadot testnet Parachain. So this is a really huge win, not only for us, but also for entire Polkadot ecosystem. And Alex will be talking about Xcmp Demo. So Alex, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. Let's get me started, and I should share my screen.
Yep.
Okay. Yes. Let's work. Nice.
Just a moment. It's working.
Okay. Just a second. Okay, I'll show a demo.
Oh yeah,
It should be.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Just a second.
Alex is disappeared. Let's see.
Okay, while we wait for Alex, I have some questions here in the chat room. Maybe we can already answer some of them. The first one I see is, when will be the lock drop for KSM and Polkadot? Yeah, we already explained that. That is something we don't know at this point. Maybe a good question here. What's the condition to be a common good parachain? Will Plasm have a chance to be a common good parachain that both with Shiden in Kusama and Plasm in Polkadot? And if Plasm selected as common good, did the final lock drop still happen? Thanks, from Rudy. Do you have anything to say about the common good parachain? So
yeah, regarding the common good parachain, I think the native token should be dot rather than PLM or like Akala token, Moonbeam token. So we are not common good parachain at this moment, but in the future we're gonna do our best to become a common good parachain. Yeah,
okay.
I think Alex joined. Can you hear me, Alex?
Yes, I'm here. Sorry for interruption. And okay, I'll start from this point.
I can see the bar.
Yes, unfortunately, I can't close it. Sorry for that.
Yeah, no worry.
Yeah, no worry. Let's get it started. Okay, I'll use a demo. It's a standard Polkadot.js portal, and we are working with the Rococo here. And the Plasm Parachain in Rococo was the first one. And I open one tab here. And the second tab is the Akala Parachain that's also running right now and works. And for the cross-chain messaging, we should have a channel between our parachains, and we already opened it through a Rococo relay chain. And after that, we can transfer messages, including asset transfers. And for asset transfers, we use a special extrinsic based on the Xtokens palette. Thanks for this to Akala team. And we used Xtokens palette with a special method. The method have a name and transfer to a parachain, and I specify here how to transfer it. We specify a currency is a pointer. So a currency is an asset. It's a PLM token. Is the parachain ID of a Plasm parachain in Rococo is 5,000. And the token symbol is PLM, and I transfer it to Akala Parachain is 666, the Parachain ID, and the next point is the destination address, and the last one is the destination network name tag is Akala, and how much PLM tokens I want to transfer is 42 PLM tokens. And the final step is the send transaction. It takes the PLM token to transfer. And that's the most important, that any messaging between the parachain also consume the deposit in Rococo. It means what happens here. I transfer the transaction in the Plasm parachain, and we can see events when block included in parachain, and this message comes to a Rococo relay chain, and after that route it to downward to Akala parachain, and we can see that I withdraw the tokens, PLM tokens from Mount Balance and deposit it to Akala account. That's mean Akala parachain have account in the Plasm parachain, and each tokens that transferred outside will start on his special account. And the next message is cross-chain message will send it, and special information about this cross-chain message. And we can see that a block was included, and extrinsic was success. And from different tab, we can see that the Akala parachain received our message, and they get a PLM token, and between a difference of conversion, shown in Akala tokens, but it's PLN token and it's a different decimals here, but it's 42, and the recipient account. And let's use a chain state to check that we really get it. And for multi-currencies, the Open Runtime Model Library provides a special palette with the name tokens. That means on one parachain have held a multiple tokens. For example, Akala, DOT, or maybe the Plasm token. And we will check it here. It's also shown in the bad conversion, but I already sent one and get additional 42. And well, that's all from my side. Thank you for attention, and maybe any question?
Yeah, question will be asked on the Ask a Question button. Yeah, and we are going to answer the question later. Yeah, thank you very much for the demo. And the last one is redenomination. So Martin, could you talk about redenomination by showing your screen?
Yeah, sure. Let me share my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, great. So today I will be talking about redenomination.
Sorry, the slide is a little bit small. Can you make it bigger? Yep, it works.
Like this? It's better?
Yep.
Okay. Just today I will talk about the redenomination. This is not only for Shiden Network, but will also happen on Plasm Network. And one big question we got from our community is why? And as you can see on this slide, we already had 2 lock drops. In lock drop 1, it went really great, but the second one, lock drop 2, went insane. And this is something we... Pardon?
Too great. It was huge success.
It was insane. Yeah, it was really great. And we didn't expect that to happen. Like, we went from lock drop 1 with only 260 participants, and for lock drop 2 we had over 6,000 participants, and a total of 140,000 Ethereum were locked in. So that's a huge amount. So we are very happy with those results. But in the end, as you can see on the tokens that are distributed to our investors, it was almost 15 billion. So that's a lot of tokens. So as Sota showed us the tokenomics of Shiden Network previously, we decided that lock drop 1 and lock drop 2 in total are 30% of our total token supply. And with lock drop 3, we explained it will be around 30% also to 35, depending on the lease period and if we win the first auction. So in the end, we estimate that our total token supply will be around 45 billion. And this is something, a very huge token supply. So we decided to do a redenomination. This was not decided by only a few team members. It was decided by the whole team, included our advisors who also were part in the discussion. And our redenomination will look like this. So we will go from 15 to 18 decimals. And to give you a better idea, let's talk about numbers. You see, we will go from 1 million tokens to, if you have 1 million tokens, you will, after the redenomination, you will have 1,000 tokens. Then something very important is to everyone here to understand what is a redenomination. A redenomination in our case is a decrease in token supply, so we will make our token supply smaller. And by doing this, we will make our native token will be much stronger in our ecosystem. And the best time to do a redenomination is before we go on the market, because after we go on the market, it will be much difficult. It's not so easy to do a redenomination when we are already on the market. So we have to do this before we go on the market. So this will also happen before the Parachain lease offering. Before the auction happens, we will do a redenomination, and this will be for Plasm Network and Shiden Network. I will give you an example about the Polkadot. Polkadot also did a redenomination in August 21st. What did they do? They, instead of decreasing, they increased their tokens. They went from 10 million in token supply to 1 billion. And two of the important things they talked about to the community, that actually doing a redenomination doesn't change anything for the user or the investor. Why? Because if you look at the base unit of Polkadot, they will use planks. If you're not familiar with the word plank, it's like if you talk about Bitcoin, it will be Satoshi, and for Polkadot, it will be plank. So the number of planks you have as an investor will be the same, so that doesn't change. And also, if you look at the share you own of the network, like let's say you have 1% of the total token supply, you will also have 1% after the redenomination. So for investors, there will be no change. Only on the front end, you will see some less zeros in your token supply, but it does not change anything for you. And that's also something we decided to do before we go on the market, because our tokens at the moment do not have any price attached. So we are still not on the market. So we also don't have a market cap. We have nothing at the moment, because it's only determined if we are on the market. So for us, it's very important to educate our community about the redenomination, because we felt like there were some people having questions or doubts if this was the right approach. But as a team, we decided to do this, first of all, to give our token a much better value in the ecosystem. That's basically all I have to say about the redenomination. I don't know if you have anything to add about this, Sota?
Yeah, no, your explanation was great. So let's start Q&A.
Okay, let's start the Q&A. Let's see the questions that are asked about.
Yeah, let's see the first one.
What about, will you do it, Sota?
Yeah, probably I'm going to, choose question, and then let's answer one by one.
Okay, great.
Cool. The first question is, what about Shiden token from Plasm 1 and the second lock drop? And will they have a vesting period? So yeah, thank you for the question, Alex. Yeah, I know this, Alex. So lock drop participants, the first lock drop participants and second lock drop participants can get PLM token as well as SDN token, Shiden Network token. But lock drop 3 with KSM token cannot, the participants of the lock drop 3 cannot get, the boss token. Since KSM lock drop and the dot lock drop are different, two different things. Did I answer my question? This question?
Yeah, I think so. So
sorry, probably a question is about vesting too. What about the vesting?
Vesting
for the lock drop 1 and 2.
Yep. Yeah, no vesting period. So once we deploy the Shiden network, their token will be tradable when we list our token at exchanges.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks for asking question, Alex. Another Alex, sorry. Yeah, done. And the next question is, when will be the lock drop for Kusama and the Polkadot? So it depends on, Kusama Parachain auction and the Polkadot Parachain auction. So Web3 Foundation will announce the date. I hope the Kusama Parachain auction is end of this month or the April, and the Polkadot Parachain auction will be around summer, I think. It's hard to say, hard to estimate. Cool. Next question is one simple question. When Shiden PLO starts? Yeah, I have already answered the question. So it depends on the Kusama Parachain auction and the Polkadot Parachain auction. It will be announced by Web3 Foundation. So actually, we do not know. We don't know the date. And the another one is deflation of 1,000 time is good things for the project, but it raises it will decide the capacity of the participation, which limit the enthusiasm of others to participate. What do you think of this problem? Yeah, I'm reading the question. So, yeah, do you have something to say?
I don't see how this will limit the enthusiasm of other participants, because everyone will have the same amount in the end. So if you used locked 1 and 2, you will have this. You also have the deflation. You will also have the decrease of 1,000 times. So it will be the same for the lock drop 3 participants. So I don't see why this would be a problem.
Yeah, redenomination and the lock drop are two different things. So redenomination does not hurt anyone. So it's good for the community. In terms of lock drop, so we have a cap. 30% goes to community member. In this sense, yeah, this can be zero-sum game. Sounds like a zero-sum game, but the more people join the lock drop, the higher the price will be. So this is not the zero-sum game, if I understand correctly.
So I guess this question is about how much the tokens will be available, and when we decrease the amount of tokens, it could make the troubles for the enthusiasts. But I guess the main reason of redenomination is that tokens is so huge, and we should decrease the amount, I guess.
Oh, got it. I see. I understood the question. But the important thing is not the number of the token, but the percentage of the token.
Yes.
Right? Cool. Yeah, thank you, Grave, for the asking question. And the Thomas. Hey, Thomas. So Shiden Network and the Plasm Network related the same like Kusama network for Polkadot. So Shiden Network is the Kusama parachain, and the Plasm Network is the Polkadot parachain. So we have two different networks which has same token economics. So we're gonna connect our Shiden network to Kusama, and we're gonna connect our Plasm network to Polkadot. Hope I answered the question. So next one is, when would we can expect launch of Shiden testnet? And would the team offer some kind of incentive to these people that help in stress test the network before final mainnet launch of both Shiden and Plasm mainnet?
Okay, first I would like to add to this question, Shiden is not a testnet, it's a canary network. It's something completely different, because our testnet named is Dusty and not Shiden. Shiden is just a canary network and not a testnet, just to clarify that.
Yeah, and also we have already connected our testnet to Polkadot as a testnet parachain. So we don't have a stress test because it's not needed. And the Shiden is the mainnet, so we are going to connect Shiden Network to Kusama, which is also a mainnet in the Polkadot ecosystem.
Yes.
So next question is, so cross-chain messaging passing will work by default in Polkadot? Yeah, but Parity Technologies and the Plasm Network, developing right now, cross-chain messaging passing right now. So we're gonna do our best to make it happen. But it depends on us, I think. But cross-chain messaging passing will be one of the most fundamental components and the feature of the Polkadot. Thank you, Carlos. So yeah, don't answering the question. So next question is, so KSM Shiden won't be announced before lockdown? It's hard to understand this question. But yeah, we are going to deploy Shiden Network first. Then there will be Shiden Network lock drop. So by locking KSM token, you can get Shiden Network token. So in this sense, Shiden will be introduced first, and then there will be a Kusama Parachain auction. Thank you for asking question. The next one is, hello, firstly, thank you very much for AMA and such a cool project. You said that the goal of the redenomination is to reach the goal of $1. But now they are buying Plasm plus Shiden drop from the OTC market at the price of 0.1, which means $100 after redenomination. For a project like Plasm, and the 2 billion market cap is very easy. It's very tough to answer the discussion.
Yeah, we are not talking about the price of one token, and also we don't control the market, and especially not the OTC market, and our tokens are still not able to be transferred, so it's very risky to join any deal with somebody because the tokens are frozen, so you can't send them around. So be careful by doing this.
Yeah, please do your own research before purchasing token at OTC. Thank you, Jimmy. And the Thomas again, thanks. There is any call to action during the redenomination for PLM holders? Nothing. So Polkadot had a redenomination as well, and the user does not need to do something after the redenomination. It's gonna be the same things. So if you have a PLM token, your PLM will be decreased because of the redenomination, but market cap is the same. So your value of the token is the same. Cool. Next question is, will Grayscale be investing in Plasm? No, not yet. I hope in the future. So will KSM Shiden late announced before auction starts? Yeah, I think this rate will be decided when we launch our Shiden network on exchange, when we list our token at the exchanges. But we don't have a rate. We don't know the rate actually before listing our token at exchanges. So market will be deciding. Yeah, market will be decide. Yeah. Cool. Next one is, how many validators and collator you expect for Plasm and for Shiden? Martin, could you?
Yes, for the moment we are aiming for 100 on Plasm and also for Shiden, but it will also depend on how big our ecosystem will get and if we need to increase that or not, but we are aiming now for 100.
Cool. Oh, 400 people joined. And yeah, thank you for asking a lot of questions, which is very helpful for us to explain. Let's answer the question one by one quickly. Another question is, where will we be able to buy and sell PLM Shiden token after the third rock drop? So we are going to list our token at exchanges, and we are backed by Binance and OKX. So once we listed our token at exchanges, you can trade, but it's not tradable right now. So can we see the roadmap? Sure. So we are going to support Ethereum virtual machine on the top of Rococo Parachain, Polkadot testnet Parachain in weeks. And then we are going to launch Plasm Network portal, which I explained earlier, in weeks. And I think we are going to become a Kusama Parachain with Shiden Network. And after that, we are going to become a Polkadot Parachain. So this is a sort of the roadmap. Do you have something to say, Martin?
No, let's just follow our progress on our forum, and we will announce everything there and in our documentation as well. So keep an eye on our forum, and we will be updated in time still.
Cool. Yep. Next question is, will the third dot locker got Plasm PLM? Then will they got Shiden? Yeah, I think the third rock drop participants can get both Shiden and the PLM. Probably this is his question, his or her question. No. So if you join the third rock drop, let's say Shiden Network rock drop, you can only get Shiden token. And if you join Plasm Network, you can only get PLM token. But rock drop participants, first rock drop and second rock drop participants can get Shiden token as well as PLM token. What depends on winning the auction or not? So yeah, oh, it's deleted. What is the important things to win the Parachain auction? I think to win the auction, we need incentive to be supported. I think we are going to make incentive program, or we are going to announce some strategy for upcoming auction. So please stay tuned. Yep. The next question is, hi, I would like to ask roughly how many Shiden would we get for each KSM locked, and what is the vesting like? Can we have an estimation? Thanks. Yeah, Martin, go ahead.
We already answered that question several times today. We don't know how many you will get because there are a lot of different parameters attached, and we need to consider in the calculation. So you only know it when we win the auction.
Yep. All right, next one is, I don't quite understand going with Plasm Network and the MetaMask. Can you explain? Yeah, Alex, could you explain the relationship between MetaMask and the Plasm?
Sure. And the MetaMask, good point that it's so popular and it's very famous, I guess, wallet for Ethereum, and we wanted to support it and already done so many steps to support it in Plasm Network, same as Shiden. And that means you can use a MetaMask to send transaction in Plasm and Plasm-based networks. And you can try it in Rococo, Parachain as well. And you also can store assets like a Plasm token using the MetaMask. And they finished a 2 grant to support MetaMask, sponsored by Web3 Foundation. And
Cool.
That's all.
So obviously, MetaMask is the wallet for Ethereum, but we invented the way how to interact with MetaMask and Substrate, a Plasm network, which is not Ethereum, like obviously. So MetaMask holder can use PLM token on MetaMask. And the another question is, what depends on winning the auction or not? So it depends on how many dots or KSM we can collect from the community. The next question is, the auction is only in KSM or dot too? So in terms of Shiden Network, it's only for Kusama token. So by locking KSM token, you can get Shiden Network token. And in terms of Plasm Network, it's only for dots. So if you lock dots on Plasm Network, you can get PLM token. Yeah, next question is, before the third Plasm lock drop, I think it would be better to go public on the exchanges. I don't think so. And the listing token is not our first priority. Always, the first priority always, first priority is always technology. So we have to make more functionalities before listing token. Yeah, a lot of Polkadot projects are focusing on the marketing and listing token, distributing token. Yeah, it's not good for the long term, in the long term. So we are focusing on the technology, and we are going to list our token at the best time. And I don't think it's best time right now. Which another project, Plasma Shiden, will you connect to expect of Akala Kalula, like HBR? So this question will be something like, so we have successfully done the cross-chain messaging passing with Akala. So what will be the next project, I think? Yeah. I think Interlay, maybe.
Yes, I guess someone from Interlay, and we on the way to that. And we are open for the communication with any project who registered in Rococo as a Parachain, and looking forward to communicate.
Cool. Yeah, Polka BTC will be integrated into Plasm network. So next question is, all cross-chain in Polkadot will have to pass through Plasm? No. All cross-chain messaging passing have to use Polkadot relay chain. So some of the cross-chain messaging passing will not interact with Plasm network. Cool. Jun, hey Jun. What's the difference between Plasm and Moonbeam project? So yeah, Moonbeam is also implementing Ethereum virtual machine. So Moonbeam has similar functionality, but we have both Ethereum virtual machine as well as WebAssembly. So you can deploy Solidity contract as well as Ink contract on the top of Plasm network. And also we have a dApps staking. dApps staking is the really new feature, original feature on Plasm network. Let's make the long story short. By making dApps on the top of Plasm network, you can get PLM token. But let's say Ethereum, if you develop a dApps on the top of Ethereum, you have to pay gas. You lose money at the first point. But in case of Plasm network, you can get token from the block rewards. So your development should be sustainable. You have to pay the gas, but your reward should be higher than gas. So your development will be sustainable if you develop application on the top of Plasm network. Yep. We have 11 questions. So KSM dot average staking rewards percentage. Oh, it's related. What is a ZK rollup and what is it's important? So why ZK rollup is important in the Plasm network ecosystem? So this is a really good question. ZK rollup is really hot topic, hot layer 2 solution for Ethereum. And the Polkadot is a scaling solution. Itself is a scaling solution because of sharding architecture. But I think ZK rollup will be also important in a Polkadot ecosystem, since a lot of Ethereum projects will use ZK rollup or optimistic rollup in this year, I think. Then they can migrate from Ethereum to Polkadot without sacrificing their rollup contract on the top of Ethereum because we support ZK rollup. Yeah, next question is KSM and dot average staking rewards is X%, around 10%. So how can we incentivize people to join our lock drop? So I think we have some strategy. The first strategy is adjusting the vesting period, vesting schedule. So yeah, and also another one is we are going to calculate the expected return of the staking, and we are going to decide our strategy based on the return. And it will be published on our forum later, I think. It's a little bit early to discuss this topic right now. But this is a good question. So next question is, where to find exact instruction for locking KSM or dots? Yeah, we are going to launch Plasm Network portal. So you can join our lock drop through our forum, our product. And also, I believe some of the big exchanges will support Parachain auction. So if you have let's say dots at big exchanges, they can support Polkadot auction. So you can directly join auctions through exchanges. So you will release new product on Plasm Network in several weeks. Can you give us more information about that? Yeah. Okay. So we are going to. Yeah, Martin, can I share my screen?
Yeah, sure. Wait, let me close mine. There you go.
Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah, this is the new product called the Plasm Network portal. And the UI is ready, as you can see here. And we are going to make it public in weeks. So we are making the backend right now. So front end is ready. And you can deploy dApps from Plasm Network portal, just like a click, and update your file, the contract. That's it. Then, so let's say Chainlink deploys smart contract, even though like a Chainlink is like Oracle. So their logo will be shown on our portal, so that PLM token holder can stake their token not only network but also dApps by clicking here. Yeah, this is our progress at this moment. Yep, we have 8 questions more. KSM dot average staking. This is also the answer.
Yes, we already done.
Seems like one of the Chinese market is providing PLM staking service, saying that this is it's scam. Yeah, I think this is scam. I don't know. I don't know the detail, but staking is not available yet. So we are going to launch Plasm Network portal, then the staking will be available. I don't want to say scam because I don't research it, but we don't have a staking function yet. So HDK asked, Shiden does support Viper?
Yes, I guess it's possible to support the Viper. If we are talking about the programming language that could be compiled in EVM opcodes, that means the Shiden is fully compatible with Ethereum virtual machine and support Solidity, Viper, and any language that could be compiled in EVM opcode as well.
Cool. The answer is yes.
Yes.
So 7 more questions. Can we expect Shiden lock drop this month? It depends on the Kusama Parachain option. So it depends on the Web3 Foundation. I hope this month or next month. When list our token at exchanges at the best time, I think it's not best time yet. Hey, Thomas again. The question is, there will be available SDK for developers in order to build any dApps for Plasm or Shiden? So do we have a plan to make a SDK, Alex?
So technically, we have a documentation that is a big part of any SDK, and you could find it in our docs.plasmnet.io. And we also thinking about making like the JavaScript library for making for help developers to make easy Plasm network dApps, but it's on development.
Yeah, I think Open Zeppelin is making the SDK, and it will be available on Plasm Network as well.
Sure. From a smart contract side, I guess Open Zeppelin is the best.
Yep. What is your approach to keep interest and good project and engagement high during the next bear market? Deliver great product rather than the marketing. And deliver product, I think. And this is our strategy. So can we ban people like... Yeah, yes. Based on your previous statement about being fair not only to VC fund and Xcmp, but also community member, can we assume that community member participating in cloud loan are also getting your token at the same price? Yeah, the question is what is the difference between investor, the institutional investor, and the community member? So we do not get even 1 cent from the community. This is because lock drop is lock drop. It's not investment, it's staking. So when you lock your ETH on our smart contract, ETH will be returned after X days. It can be 30 days, 100 days, or something like that. So we do not raise even 1 cent from the community, but we distribute the token to the community because community matters. Institutional investor pay money, fund to the project, and then they are going to get tokens. So this is a huge difference between investor and the community member. I think community member has a better condition because community matters. But the community can be investor and individual developer and individual trader. So PLM also is for... Yeah, Plasm Network is also working Farah. Yeah, Farah is the good friend, and the Yeah, we are working with Fara to make cross-chain messaging passing happen. And we are going to export PLM token to Fara, and we are going to import Fara token to Plasm Network. All right, cool. We answered 42 questions right now. Thank you for the great question. So I think we are on the right track to become Kusama Parachain and also Polkadot Parachain. So we are going to keep this momentum, and we are going to deliver product and deliver product, deliver product, because this makes difference in the long run. Yep. Martin, do you have anything else?
For the moment, no. I'm very happy to see 404 people joined this crowdcast. So I'm very pleased with this result. It's very huge for us. So thanks for everyone for being here to give us your questions. It's also very helpful for us to have all these questions so we know what's happening inside the community. And me, Sota, will always be in the community answering your questions together with our ambassadors who are helping us a lot. So also some ambassadors are here in the chat room answering questions. So thanks a lot for that. So we are very happy to have a community like this here on Plasm. So thank you very much.
Yeah, also, yeah, especially Lee. Thank you for answering the question on the forum, on the chat. Cool. That's it. And thank you for taking your time. And we are going to do our best to become one of the first Kusama and Polkadot Parachain. So stay tuned. So if you have any further question, please ask on Discord, Telegram, or forum. Telegram is like a token related, and the Discord is like a technical related question. So we are mainly on Discord rather than the Telegram recently, but we are happy to answer any question. Yeah, thanks so much. Yeah, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining Martin and the Alex and the community members. Yeah, see you soon.
Have a great day. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.